Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to Flaw, the second independent release by the band Flaw. Today we might be celebrating the 25th anniversary of this record. I am not sure when this was released, only the year 1998. So I've decided to go back and see if this release still holds up or not. My story with this band is quite simple. I've stumbled upon their music back in August 2013 because I was searching for more nu metal bands. I think the first song I've heard was Payback. I was like, this is amazing, I'm going through the entire discography. And I've been their fan ever since. The lineup on this record is Chris Votes on the vocals, Jason and Lance on the guitars, love those guys, they were the soul of this band, Ivan on the drums and Ryan on the bass. Besides this demo album, I also want to review the first one, American Arrogance, because why not? Sadly, I am not sure if the lineup here was the same as on the second demo, it probably was. Let's start with the second demo cause I like it more. The production here is raw but not in a bad sense, I do enjoy it. You can feel the emotions behind their playing and the vocals. Love the snare sound here, the guitar work, just everything. The production is nice, there's no loudness or no clipping here, it's stellar for the entire thing. Message is diverse, the songs are mostly about personal struggles, relationship issues, society, etc. Structure of the tracks is basic, standard intro, verse because bridge chorus outro, and the music is nu metal. The album opens with an untitled intro. This one has no instruments, just some vocals like whoa, their vocals on top of each other, and it's okay, but as you might know from my previous reviews, I don't enjoy intros like at all, especially this kind that has no music, just some whoa. It's just doesn't mean anything for me. 5 out of 10. Crutch is the first real song here, and the first thing I'm going to notice about it is the drumming. It's there for the entire thing. I love Ivan's work, his groove, style, precision of his playing, the tempo changes, it's all here. He later played with Chris in the band 5 Bolt Main. Go check them out, they're amazing as well. Next we've got the bass work by Ryan. The bass is audible, it sometimes follows the guitars and sometimes the bassist goes off on his own, and I love those moments, love the sound of the bass, how it expands the sound of the record. Next we've got the guitar work by Lance and I forgot the other's dude name, sorry. I love the guitar work here, the crunchy, easy to play guitar riffs mixed with those very eerie melodies. Some cool lead guitar work here and there, it truly works, and as I stated before, I feel like those two guys were the soul of this band because their guitar riffs always landed, at least to me, they always sounded great. Last but not least we got the vocals by Chris. I love his singing, shouting, yelling, screaming, growling and rapping. He's one of my favorite vocalists. At least he was until like 2019, because his vocals changed for the worse over the years. That's what happens when you drink too much alcohol. So yeah, but here he sounds vicious, full of energy, passion, you can feel the emotions behind his voice. I truly love the vocal performance on this entire record. Going back to Crutch, this is an amazing song. I love the chorus here, especially the bridge with the screaming. It's so intense. The verses are the most generic parts of the song, but they're still fine. 9 out of 10. Just Another Lie. I love the intro here, that bass sound, the guitar riffs, the chorus. Rest on the rest, rest on the rest. Love that stuff. The verse is so much fun with the clean singing. It's just a perfect song. 10 out of 10. Amendment. Now this track was later featured on the debut official album from 2001 and I do enjoy it, but I must say like this song has awful chorus, like I've never liked it, like never. The verses, nice, the bridge, great, the screaming, top notch, but then the chorus happens and I'm like, why was this even re-recorded for the debut album? Couldn't you re-record Just Another Lie? Like that song deserves to be re-recorded, not this one. 7 out of 10. Fall Into This. Now this is a very melodic and mellow song, and again I am surprised that It took them almost 20 years to re-record this one. It's featured on the 2017 United We Stand EP, and why? Why would you wait almost 20 years for this? This is one of my favorite songs from this band because of how emotional it sounds. The vocal performance is just so beautiful. The guitar melodies, the drumming, the atmosphere of this one is just so good. And that new version from 2017, it doesn't hit as much as this one, sadly. 10 out of 10. Sterile, or however you pronounce that one. Love the bass lines here. The atmosphere of this song, it's more rap metal, I would say, because of the vocals, the verses and the chorus goes hard. 9 out of 10. 53, I love the main guitar riff here, the intro, the vocals. This one is much more mellow, but it goes so hard as well. That chorus, the bridge part, just everything from beginning to the end. This is a classic song. It's a damn shame it wasn't re-recorded for the debut record. 10 out of 10. Disgusted. Now this is a song that became the opening track on the 2016 Divided We Fall album. It's called Fed Up there, because that's what they're screaming in the chorus, and I prefer this version over the new one, even if the new one has better intro, like with the drumming and the guitar riffs. But this one has worse opening, like not as impactful, but the verses and the chorus, especially the vocal performance here, blows that new version out of the water. Like, I'm fed up with my life. It's just screaming so much, and it sounds so passionate, so angry, so vicious. You can feel the hatred. The verses with the rapping go so hard. Divided we fall, but unite we say, something like that. Just so much fun. And the bridge is very weird, like it's very nu metalish with all of those weird noises and the melodies. I feel like they've changed that bridge part in the new version. I guess that's probably for the best, because that bridge here is a little bit too long, but it doesn't bother me. I love this song with all of my heart. 10 out of 10. Sympathy is my favorite song on this release by far. I love the intro. Love how the build-up happens, like it's gradually getting heavier and heavier, and then we've got that verse part with cool guitar riff. Love the verses here, the chorus, the bridge, just everything. Another fantastic song that deserved to be re-recorded, but it wasn't. 10 out of 10. Independence is very similar to Amendment in this way that I love the verses and the bridge, but I hate the chorus because of the singing. Like, that chorus is goddamn awful. And yet again, they decided to re-record this song for the debut album. Why? Why would they choose the worst songs of this album to re-record? Like, what's wrong with you? But it's not a bad song per se, it's a good one. It just has one moment that ruins it for me. But yeah, so why would they re-record just those songs? 7 out of 10. Scheme, another song that was re-recorded for the drama EP, I think, and then the album. I love the verses here, the guitar riffs, the atmosphere of this song. The chorus is okay. This is not a perfect song, but it works. 9 out of 10. And new project, the final track. This one is more funkier and rock and roll sounding, I would say. The vocals are just good. Some of the parts are awful vocally, like the ending, but besides that, it's a fun song, you know. 7 out of 10. To sum it up, the consistency, stable, the flow is fitting, replayability. Yeah, it's a great demo album. I love most of the stuff here. If you're a fan of Flaw, you have to listen to this one if you haven't yet, because the songs here are way better than on the next releases, and also I feel like this band needs to go back to their roots. Like, the original lineup must come back, you know, Lance and the other dude, Jason or however he was called. The vocalist needs to apologize to the fans and to himself and just record another great album. I love this band, and every few years they do something very embarrassing, like vocalist commented some racist stuff, then they stole music from some YouTuber in 2019. It's just a shit show and I don't like that. I just want to hear great music. And nowadays they don't even do that. They don't release great music. Have you heard the Revival album? That cover record? It was awful. But at least we can enjoy this Flaw demo record from 1998. The highlights here are just another line. Face in my face. Bum, 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 bum. Fall into this. Disgusted, Sympathy, 53, Sterile, and Crash. Great songs, should have been re-recorded for the next releases. And now let's move on to the first demo album. American Arrogance has way worse production than the next demo album. The production is just so poor, it sounds weak, and I get it, they didn't have any money or equipment, they probably just played this thing in a garage or some shit, but I mean, you can listen through it, you won't die because of it, but I wish it had better quality, that's it. Message is exactly the same as in the second demo album, same with the structures and the music genre, it's nu metal. The album opens up with and this song is very underrated. I love the vocal performance here, especially in the verses. The verses go so hard, the music is very emotional and atmospheric. I just wish the chorus was better, because the whispering in the chorus is not for me, but everything else is on point. 9 out of 10. Disgusted and Independence, those are the same songs that you can find on the second demo album, but here you're going to listen to them in a worse quality, so I don't enjoy those versions. 7 out of 10 and 6 out of 10. Reliance. Now this song was re-recorded for the debut album from 2001. They have changed a few things, like the intro. In the 2001 version it's shorter, also some of the vocals are different, but besides that it's the same song. Here it's in a worse quality, but the screaming sounds better. I guess the vocalist had more power in those demo days. Love that stuff. 7 out of 10. Riot. Now this is one of the songs that wasn't re-recorded on any next release, and that's a bummer because I do enjoy the main guitar riff. I feel like they might have included it in some other song later on. And besides that, nothing else was re-recorded from this one. I do love the chorus and the verses, and the bridge is fun, but it's a little bit too long, you know, the bridge should have been trimmed down. Besides that, it's a great track, 8 out of 10. Human Merchandise, this is a very tribal sounding one, especially with the drumming, but I do love it, especially the vocal performance and the atmosphere it has. Again, another track that should have been recorded, 9 out of 10. Goddamn, another track that was not featured on any other release, and this one isn't that special to me. Like, it's goddamn too long, like almost 6 minutes, like, and nothing interesting is happening, like, especially in the chorus. It's just a decent song, but I don't care for it. 6 out of 10. Inner Strength, now this one was recorded for the album, and I do enjoy it, love the vocals in this version, but the quality is awful. It even has some clipping here and there, which is like, what are you doing? Musically, this one is a banger, and vocally it's fun, especially in the chorus. 8 out of 10. Anorexia. Now this is the first version of the song My Letter of the first album from 2001. Anorexia is amazing musically, and especially vocally, like that chorus with the screaming, it fucking makes me sick, it fucking makes me sick. I love how he's screaming that. This is going to probably sound very controversial to you guys, but I really don't like the song My Letter. Like, the vocals there, the melodies, it's a shitty song. And it's so funny to me that Anorexia, my favorite track on this release, is also the worst song on the official 2001 album. Like, how could have this happened? If you haven't heard this one, go check it out, it's way better than My Letter. 10 out of 10. Away. Now this song was recorded for the Drama EP and then for the album. I like the Drama version the most, then the album one, then this one, because of the production. Like, here the production is awful, and also the vocals aren't as good as on the Drama EP. But This song was great from the start, like the music goes hard, love the guitar melodies, the bass lines, the drumming, and the chorus and the verses here vocally always slay. 8 out of 10. Amendment, well, it's the same as on the next demo album, just with worse quality. 6 out of 10. And the final song, Untitled, it's an Indian track or some shit, and it's fine, but I don't care for it. 5 out of 10. To sum it up, the consistency is stable and the flow is fitting gravity. Yeah, it's a good release. Could have been great if the production was better, and also if they would remove the last song. And on the previous demo, the Flaw one, they should have removed the intro. Besides that, I do enjoy everything here. Just the production drags down some of the songs, especially the ones that were later re-recorded, because the songs that only are present on this record, like, they are important to us, because we will never hear them ever again in a better quality or stuff like that, so we have to accept that. The highlights here are Anorexia, Human Merchandise, I, and Riot. Check those songs out, you won't be disappointed. Celebrate yourself by spinning those 2 albums today, they deserve your love and attention. Don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, links in the description. I will see you in my other videos. Also, if you want to become a member of my channel, I can make you an album review or maybe a Doom MIDI cover. That's all, bye!